Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Talk about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Get it red heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. From the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.
And we live, man. What's happening?
Just hanging out, keeping an eye on puppies and stuff.
Yeah, now what
Staying
were you
busy.
talking? What were you just talking about, man?
So, colors and how they pop out versus how they end up when they're grown.
Yeah.
Like there's a little black brindle male out of this litter that he's marked really cool right now, but he'll end up being brindle.
Okay.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, Dickie Foster, Welsh, what's
Yes, sir.
happening, man? Yeah, you're right. What's happening, man? Melee. Yeah, Supreme. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got here? Skip. Jerry, man. What's happening, bro? Jenny, yo. Coming in for Facebook. Yeah, man. So what's up, man?
Just chilling.
Yeah,
Just
you were
chilling.
saying. Now, you were talking about the colors. Yeah, here we go.
See if you can put me up big.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hell. I ain't gonna touch them too much. I don't have rubber gloves. I don't really touch my pups without rubber gloves.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Now why is that?
I just don't want to. I don't know. It's just a precaution that makes me feel better. If something happens to them, I took a lot more precautions than, the average person. So that's just why I do it. I don't know. I've always been picky about that.
Yeah. Lipso, Big C, what's happening?
But this is the one I was talking about. It's Mark Wild that'll end up brindle. He's even getting more brindle today.
Yeah. Yeah,
I got these will be butt skin.
Yeah, it's crazy how they change colors, huh?
Yeah, they get a little lighter.
Yeah.
All these colors lighten up.
Hey, Big C, want to know what kind of bedding you use in elevated?
These are pine shavings from a sawmill near me.
Mm-hmm.
They're off from the planer.
Mm.
So I just get them. I can get all I want to use. So I don't buy the shavings from like a Walmart or nothing like that.
How,
She's growling at Judge. Can you hear?
yeah.
What's up, Calypso? So when you say read the
Yeah.
comments, do you mean read the comments where you can click over here and see that, or do you
No,
mean read it
cause,
through
no,
YouTube?
cause there be people asking you questions. Yeah, Big C
It's
got a mixed bag there. What's the blood behind it?
same stuff as Jarvis. He's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jarvis. This is Jarvis's sister, bred back to Jarvis's nephew off his other sister.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it off real quick and run and get some gloves, really fast. It will take me just a second.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm already almost in the house.
Quick, fast, in a hurry, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't have them.
Underlays.
I have them set up really close to my house where the security camera is.
Yeah. Juan Washington want to know what's the asking price. What's happening,
So
bro?
there's only males available, and if you're interested, depending on where you're at, the average price I've been telling people is $800, and that's a good deal for as much work as I put in.
And we got a delivery service too, man. You know, transportation too, man. So we can get them from point A to point B, from him to you. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I mean? How it's coming in on his face and stuff.
Yeah. Supreme say slow down before you fall, man. Slow down before you fall.
Hey, it's wet and slick out here. But yeah, like you can see it on his cheeks. But it's coming in all over his body. He'll be black brindle.
Yeah.
This was the first one that was born, and this right here, that's cool to see. So my dad's dog, Thor, I've been waiting for one of these to pop out, man. And I'm keeping him. This is mine. I'm going to keep him if everything works out.
Yeah.
Yep. And then my sister's getting one, and that's the one I'm trying to talk her into getting. See that light on the side of his face and chest? That'll go away too.
Well, no, you can't see it because your frame froze.
Oh. Let it catch up. Is it good now?
Nope.
What the hell?
Maybe turn your camera off and turn it back on and exit out.
Did it get? Is it showing that it's turned off now?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's see.
Nope. How about you exit out and come right back in?
All right.
Well, what to do? Oh man, he went in and out.
It was good.
Yeah. What's happening? Oh, you just picked up your first brindle pup ever, huh? Oh, that's what's up, man. I love the brindle look cosmetically, man. Like it's a dope
Me
look,
too.
man.
Like
Yeah,
this
it's a
little
dope
female,
look.
she was the second one born, and she's a lot like her Aunt Rogue, which is Judge's mama, her sister. Identical.
Yeah, LaQuentin, what's happening, man? Hey, Welsh, what's happening, bro?
Ain't too much I can't call it.
Yeah, so why do you put on gloves when you handling pups?
Just a
You
precaution.
gotta remember that they humans can give them diseases at that young age. So
Yep.
you wanna have on gloves. I mean, it's the same thing like a surgeon wearing gloves. It ain't to protect them from the blood. It's from catching something or giving the patient something. That ain't really about the other stuff people be thinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, when I done that interview, the Legacy Dogman interview with Samurai, right? I showed her sister and the daddy to these pups on that video. Now I'm showing his pups. So this is the second generation of these dogs that's been on Andre's channel.
Okay.
So is that dog's brother's son that was bred back to her?
No, this dog's sister's son bred back to her.
The dog's sister's son. Okay, okay. So
And he's an
same
inbred
thing, just
dog.
different sex.
Mason,
Okay, yeah.
Mason the Medusa made Mason the Rogue, and then Judge, Mason the Rogue made Judge, and then Judge to Vixen made these.
That's a
She's
continuation of your family
Yeah.
tree, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Elevated know what he's doing.
And she's been a good mama. I'm proud of her. It's her first litter ever. I mean, they're happy. You can hear them. They ain't really whining or nothing.
This her first
How many
litter?
is it elevated?
Yeah, it's her first litter. 10 of them, actually.
It's 10?
Yep. I on the live the other day, I was like, I bet she's got 10 in her. She dropped me 10.
And there's how many
Dead on the
females?
money. 3.
You keeping all 3?
Yeah, I'm keeping them around for the future.
Okay.
And like
me.
people act like, so I won't get
7
rid of them
females.
because people ain't gonna do this like I have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They fighting their way in there.
If you have a change of mind, you know, I got a space over here.
Yeah. Okay. So throwback, he's deciding whether or not he wants to keep one, and if he don't, I'll send the other one to you.
Nigga, Wells jumped on it quicker than goddamn.
Hey,
No time.
Big C want to know: do you get any uniformity with your stuff? Elevated.
Well, like it depends on what you define uniformity as. Really, you know what I mean? Because like these right here, say these all right here represent Mason, right? Which he's in there 3 times. But then these black ones over here, they all represent Medusa.
Yeah.
And what she brings to the table. So if you're wanting to talk about uniformity, like the split mask, if you pay attention, a lot of these puppies has at least that streak on their face. That's a different puppy. Different puppy. Even down to these buckskin ones. Like that'll end up just a regular buckskin. That it probably won't even have that dark too much in it when it grows up. They're pretty cool though. And I mean, this is tight Mason. Like I posted the pedigree, and some guy got on there. I think I've heard his name ran through the groups as him just being a troll and a shit starter. But he got on there and said, "This must be a joke." Like, dude, I don't joke. This is really what I took an inbred son back to his aunt. This ain't a joke. This was for a reason.
And then the best ones from that, you outcross it and then take it right back into the Mason stuff. Wash the blood and take it right back.
Well, so I got Mason and Medusa that I'm gonna wash the blood with. And Mason and Dirty Girl. I got some Mason and Dirty Girl pups. And then I'll hopefully have Jarvis and Dirty Girl pups too, so it's gonna be a little washing, a little bit of the same formula. Upside down, just flying like hell to get in there. I just seen that on the camera. Yeah, I mean, I mean, no, I don't have a solid litter of reds or a solid litter of blacks or a solid litter of none like that. I don't get that out of these dogs because I crossed the 2 families. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I made this family of dogs right here, so I don't get just one color specific. I always have both sides of the spectrum.
I like it like that. I don't really like that one color shit.
No, I don't either too much.
Because you gotta remember the original Bulldogs were not one color. That goes back to when people say they wasn't breeding for color. Yes, they was, because
a lot of the original Bulldogs look like that right there.
That's what they look like. When people say they wasn't breeding for color, they was breeding for colors. If you read the articles and see some of the statements that were said, you would notice that they basically told you they didn't like. You had dogmen who didn't like black dogs. You had ones who didn't like white dogs. That's why you barely have white American Pit Bull Terriers today. The red boy line is still throw them every now and then in certain other lines, but that's the reason you don't have a bunch of white American Pit Bull Terriers. But the rest of the Bull and Terrier family got a bunch of white dogs. Nobody thought about that.
Well, their daddy's
Wow,
white.
So
for why the Washington wants to know your cash out,
Tell girl.
elevated.
Who does?
Kawan Washington.
Yeah. I'm not taking any deposits yet.
I knew that's what he's elevated. You a motherfucker,
you
man.
got to give him 12 weeks.
I'm just.
Hey, Washington,
Yeah.
Washington, you got to give him 12 weeks.
In the woods, it's 10 in the litter, man. It's 10 in the litter.
It won't take super long for me to. I mean, take a couple deposits on a couple, but at the same time, like I want to make sure they make it long enough to take your money. Because
Exactly.
there's a buyer's agreement, and when you sign it, the deposit's non-refundable. So I at least want to wait for, them to get so far along.
And question, elevated
sir.
for other people who might be wondering, with your buyer's agreement, are these coming with are they ADBA? Are they SDR?
So there'll be
Are
APDR.
they
I'm
okay?
waiting to see how Battlebred deals, or not Battlebred, Bonafide deals with, you know what I'm saying? I haven't dealt with them directly yet since they switched owners.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if that all works out, they'll be APDR, Bonafide, and Battlebred registered. There'll be three
All right, I'm gonna
registered.
talk to you about that battle breed. I'm gonna holler at you on the back street because it's funny you said that. I was actually looking at that last night, and it's funny you said that.
Yeah, I mean Eric's a good dude. I'll always support Eric. He's the one that put me out there first, and even the reason me and Dre probably started talking. To be honest, Vixen.
And he
He
only asked
said,
800.
Mike
Take the
Dad
man
asked you
price.
what's the two families.
What's the two families?
Yeah, Mike
My
Dad
mom's
asked.
my mom's stuff off of Roscoe and my dad's stuff off of Thor.
I'm about to say Mike Dad. And if you look in the comments, I posted the pair in there like 3 times.
For this breeding?
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, I
Hey,
appreciate you.
J-
Thanks.
Jerry just lost a pup, man. He said he's looking for a replacement.
Well, best place to hit me up on Facebook.
Working man price too, y'all.
Yep. I mean, I'm not
800.
trying
It's
to,
only
and
it's only
and
it's only 9 available, y'all. It's only 9 available.
there's only
And
no,
we
there's only
No, I was
5
messing with him.
available.
I was messing with him.
There's only 5 males available. They're all just chilling.
Yeah, but that's the original look for the bulldog, man. All this solid buckskin and fawn and all that's not original game dog colors. That was bred into them with the performance. That's a subject a lot of dog men don't like to talk about because they still in denial, and a lot of them
That's
can't
a
talk about it because they don't know about it.
that's
That
a
shit was
product
bred into
of
them, bro.
genetic bottlenecking, is what that's called. That's
Exactly. You do not get them solid colors without all that inbreeding on selective dogs with that certain coat color. You will not get it.
well,
You
and
will
there's
not
inbred
get that,
dogs.
bro.
There's inbred dogs in these like a motherfucker, and I still don't get it. You know what I mean? We didn't focus
Exactly.
on that. Like if we would have took a couple of the black ones and only bred them together for multiple generations, we probably would have only had black dogs. But like Mason carries the white genetic, because like for example, a dog like Judge, come here, Judge, come on, come here. Excuse how muddy it is, but a dog like Judge, he's not genetically just white. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just white. Me and a good buddy Jay Gone Missing had this conversation, and I told him, I was like, bro, he's got a really high chance of not even throwing that because of the gene that it is. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't a lot of solid white dogs in Mason's pedigree, so Judge having the more white gene than not, it ain't gonna pop out like that.
I mean, it's bro. You can look at even with my litter. All of them are not the same color.
Nope.
like, like that's that old blood right there.
We're
That
all
old
different
blood. That's what we call
shades.
that old blood.
Well, like
Yeah, like
this one here
all that
reminds me of
solid
like a
buck skin
Kirshner
and
dog. The way he's got the light cheeks. That'll
like
probably end up going
that's how I
away
like
though.
them things to look, man. Even with if you look at heart and finish litter, the 911 litter, they not even the same. You got some that's black with the white markings. You got brindle, like that's that old blood. That other shit that's only throwing one shade of dog. You already know how that dog is bred and what they be focusing on
You're
in that
supposed
genetic
to
line.
you're supposed to take stuff like that and cross it to dogs that carry traits like this. That's why Tom even is introducing the T-tray stuff back to his yard. I mean, he ain't never directly said that, but I know that that's why he's
Man,
adding it back.
it's not hard to see. It's not hard to see, but
Yeah.
I like that old school bulldog look. I don't like knowing that my dog's gonna come out all buckskin. Hell no. I need a surprise.
Yeah, like I was excited
I
the
like
whole
that other
time.
shit.
I'm like, what colors is going to pop out of this shit? Because I thought I was going to get a lot more white than I did, but I figured I wouldn't because of Vixen here. She ain't even got no white on her. Like she don't have white chest or nothing.
It's just like a lot of the Sorrells dogs. A lot of his is black and tan. And when you
Yep.
say when people talk about how can you look at a dog and tell who it's from, where everybody that's following the same suit is kind of hard. But with dogs like yours, some of mine, and a lot of other cats, a lot of people don't have those color markings. So
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6 generations down the road, you're gonna say, okay, I don't know the pedigree, but I know it's only one or two possible people that dog could have came from. That's the time you need to go back to.
Yep. I agree 100%. I'm happy with him. This guy right here was the first one to pop out, and man, I've been wanting this color bad. I've been wanting it bad because Thor threw quite a bit of it, and we got the
Yeah,
white
that's
feet and
nice.
stuff,
That's nice.
but we hadn't got the
You
white
got the
streak
white
of
tip
like,
on the tail?
yeah, yeah, he does, just like Thor.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've been waiting for one mark like that for a while, dude. I've done 3, 4 breedings waiting on it through generations.
And
like when
elevated. This the funny part. This the funny part. Elevated. You see how we talking about colors and performance dogs,
Yep.
and people want to lower our value, but they want to color breed them fucking bullies and sell them for $5,000, $10,000.
Yep.
Our dogs supposed to be going for that much. We got performance. They don't got performance, but people buying dogs for $5,000, $10,000 because of the color. Come on, man.
Yep. Like
Nah, that's
I don't know.
that's
Like
yeah,
Jarvis's
that's just
color
a
is wild as
fad.
shit.
Yeah, that's fad, man. That's a fad.
But Big A, listen though, this is my problem with it. You have people in the game dog community that got Frenchies that they are paid $3,000 to $5,000 for, and they sell them, but then they see a game dog that they want and they'll try to lowball that person, but that dog full of working dogs. But you got this
Yeah,
piece of shit. If somebody break into your house, that Frenchie ain't doing the motherfucking thing. But you want to run and
nah,
spend 3,500 and $5,000 because it's a Frenchie and it got a little fur on it, and it's a month because it's been crossed with some other stuff, and you calling it a designer dog.
yeah.
Like,
But
come on,
you
nah,
know,
we got to put the priorities back in the right dogs, man.
well, no,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a fad thing all the way around the board, man. It ain't just with dogs, it's with cars, it's with damn near everything. And fads come and go, man. Fads come and go. I do not get into fads, man. I look at the functionality of whatever it is. Is it functioning? Is it gonna help? Is it gonna help me put, move forward? And I mean, whatever it is it gonna help make my life easier? Or is it just something that look cool for the time being? Like fooling with the cars, man, back in like the late '90s, going into the 2000s in the South, man, boy, not Texas, man, but like boys was putting like truck kits on old schools and crazy stuff, all types of stuff, man. You fast forward to today, that stuff is foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, man. A lot of people get caught in these fads. When if you were talking about these dogs and you were to stick with the dogs that were here at least 100 years ago, at bare minimum. And I'm talking about like start with the Doberman Pinscher that was bred for a specific thing. If you were to stick within a certain thing and not get into the fast, man, I think that play a major part, man, because fast it just ruins stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why they getting rid of the Frenchies now. People are they doing news articles on them about their health and stuff because the folks are getting them. They putting their heart and finances and all that into them. You buy the dog for 3, 5, 6,000, 15,000, and then you gotta go spend that match that in surgery to try to save the dog, and the dog still die.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
That's some of the
there's
most
fads in
stupidest shit
these
I ever
dogs
seen.
too.
Yeah.
Like that solid color, wanting solid color fad. That's become more of a common thing. When you looked at
Yep.
Maurice
Yep.
Carver's yard, his shit looked like this right here.
Mhm.
But that's what I'm
And
saying. Elevated. It's a very quiet, touchy subject that a lot of dog men, especially the older ones, they want to turn a blind eye to it and act like people wasn't breeding for colors back then, and they was. They was breeding color along with performance. They wasn't breeding colors like the bully community, but
so,
Hollingsworth
uh,
did. He didn't like what he did. Hollingsworth did like what black dogs or some shit. Like
so
it's
question.
a bunch. Go ahead, go ahead.
So there's a question there. With that being said, so let's just say you got a black dog, a red dog, a buckskin dog. Uh, you know, um, and out of these three dogs, uh, you know, um, you got X amount of dogs in all those colors, and then out of those dogs, maybe the buckskin dog performed just a little better, more consistently. Then you would, in your mind, you would think, okay, I'm going buckskin, and I'm gonna start breeding buckskin. Is that what you saying? As far as
It,
them
it, it, it,
uh
yeah,
choosing
it's
colors?
50. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be 50% that also because you got to remember, Big A. Let's put it in the car perspective.
Okay.
If you might be a Chevy man, you
Hmm.
from everything you've seen with a Ford, you didn't see nothing good. But if a person like me come and meet you and hear you saying that, then I'm gonna say, well, let's look at the facts. Ford
Yeah.
Ford holds Ford holds the most records on the track. This is public information. You can actually look this up. Ford was the
With,
first to set
and
most of the
Ford
track.
and Ford holds the most records, especially Mustang, for running people off the track, hitting people,
But
innocent
see,
people on
okay,
the
Hold
side
on,
of
hold
the
on,
road.
hold on, hold on, big
Hey,
bro.
hey, no,
Don't
no,
do that,
but
big
see,
no,
bro.
hey, no. Let Wells finish. Let Wells finish. Let him
no,
finish now.
but see, that's the thing. In your mind, you know they running off the track too. I know that, but I also know that they hold the most speed records. So you not knowing that they hold the most speed records, but you know they ran the most people over, you're gonna say, well, no, I'm gonna stick with this. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with the dogs. So if you never seen a badass white game dog, you're not gonna even talk about it. You're not gonna even
No.
think about adding one to your program. So that's what it is. A lot of people seen a lot of bad buckskin dogs, so they only deal with the black and white dogs. A lot of people
Right.
seen a bunch of pure black and white dogs and only deal with buckskin dogs. That's why a
Hey,
Right.
big,
majority of these dogs come out like this today. But
That's
again,
why.
hey,
like
big
You
like
know.
A.
Elevator said, if you go
Uh
back in time, if you
huh.
go back in time, these dogs get more colorful.
Yep.
Yeah. You got a
Hey,
bone to
big
Clarissa
pick with
said,
me,
A.
"When do I
Supreme. You
pull
got
my
a bone.
pups?"
Hmm.
No, I was gonna.
He
Hey,
said,
you got a
"When do I
question?
pull my pups off the nips? How many weeks? 4 weeks. These puppies will be eating food. 4 weeks they'll be off of her.
Okay.
4 weeks.
Now, what you got a bone to pick with me, Supreme? What's happening?
Now you know when them swap fox bodies pull up to that track, that straight line, you know where them
Uh huh.
bets go to, right? It don't matter what's on that other side. When that fox body pull up with that Terminator motor in it, now it's
Hmm.
all Ford. Now
Hmm.
I used to be a Chevy man. I
Uh huh.
did.
Used to be. Used to be,
I
huh?
used to be.
Hey,
I had
tell
to,
me,
and I had to
tell me
slow. And
something.
look, and I
Tell me
had to
something.
slow and Chevy,
Tell me
and
something.
I had.
Hey,
Okay, go ahead, go
Tell me
ahead, go
something.
ahead.
When
I
them
had the
Fox
SS.
bodies pull, when those
Go
Fox
ahead.
bodies pull up, when those Fox bodies pull up, they pulling up in a LS.
Hold on, no, no, no. Yeah, you got some people
They
that will do
pulling
that.
up in a LS.
Wait,
LS.
no. You got maybe 3 out of 10. The rest of them Terminator motors, GT 350 motors. What is you talking about? Boss
Man,
302
it
motors? Come
all
on now,
that
don't do
depends
that.
on
The
where you're at.
Terminator motor
hey,
with that blow on top of it. You not you. Come on now. Your
hey,
car might
listen,
have more
man.
horsepower, but that Terminator motor and that
Hey,
crossbody is
listen,
finna rip
man.
off that track, bro. Come on, man.
Listen, man. Listen, man. G body.
I like the G body, bro. Listen, I will after I finish my Fox body, I will go get a 442 Oldsmobile Cutlass and drop some real.
Yeah, but now I will say this though. I will say this. I respect. If I see a super snake, I shut up. I mind my business. I look the other way. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, nah, man.
Fix and get over it. It also depends like where you're at, right? Over here in my area, like we go to the no prep drag racing, and
Mm-hmm,
say there's 8 Fox bodies there. 7 of them
hmm
are gonna have LSs in it.
Yeah, man.
So
Telling
I
you,
will say
I'm
that
telling you what
Where
I
you
know.
at though? Where you
I'm
at though? Where
telling
you at
you
though?
what I know.
North Carolina.
Where
Listen,
you where,
let
where
me
you at though?
let me br- let me break it
Where,
down for you though.
where
Let me
you at
break it
though?
down for you.
Go ahead,
He
go
said
ahead, go ahead.
Carolina. I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, this is the reason why you gonna put an LS in the Fox body. You gonna put it in whatever you can put it in because hold up.
Man,
No, hold up. Let me
Welch,
explain it to
Welch,
you.
let him talk. Let him talk, Welch, because we gonna kill
I'm
him.
just no, I'm just saying the reason why the LS is the way it is, and people throw LSs in damn near everything because it is the cheapest. It's the most domestic, cheapest form that is proven. We talk about dogs being proven. This motor is proven. And the thing about the motor is it's so universal. You can put it in anything easily. You can't take any other motor out of any other car and just drive throw it in something else with ease. Not like an
You right,
LS.
you
And
right,
then
you
on
right,
top and then on top of that, financially it is cheaper to do.
you right,
Go man, I'm trying to tell
you
you,
right.
man.
Nah, nah, you for
I'm
real. I'm
telling you
for real.
what
You
I
right.
know. So
I know that.
for the working man, a working man can go ahead and hands on throw a LS in anything and have horsepower at the end game like that, and upgrades are cheaper. Now, if you got big money, man, and you want to go get that what's it called
Terminator,
that
Terminator motor.
I'm talking about the elephant or whatever it is. I forgot the name of it. The elephant, or
Yeah,
elephant,
the
or whatever it
elephant.
is from.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah,
Elephant.
yeah. Okay,
that
yeah, yeah.
motor. Okay, you paying out the yin yang, and you not even talking about installation and all the conversions you got to do. So when you start talking about getting into that stuff, and you talking about racing, bro, your motor is gonna break. Stuff is going to break, and when it break, you gonna want to fix it, and you gonna want to fix it fast. If you don't have a sponsor, when you talking about drag racing and all that other stuff, LS is the way to go. Naturally, you'll go the cheaper route that you can get the most out of. That's why they throw
All right.
LSs in everything.
Everything you said is true, my brother. LS is the cheaper route. The motherfuckers, you do it right. You smashing and you thrashing. But when you have a goal and you know what you going to do and you have a
Okay.
dream to
Mm-hmm.
keep it all forward and you absolutely
Okay.
know what that Ford
Okay. Let's
motor
let's
can
break
do
the
to that
finances
LS
down.
motor.
Let's break the
Now,
finances down. Let's break the finances down.
bro, I gave you that. I gave you that when
Okay.
I told you you was
I.
correct about it being cheaper. Now we're not talking about. Listen, bro,
Mm-hmm.
you got people that's gonna race based off their finances, and you got people that's gonna wait
Yeah.
and save up for parts and put that shit together. Now, I'm gonna get a credit to the person that's racing off their finances because they still doing it. But the
Yeah.
person that got a goal and a dream to pull up, I'm just a Fox body person. You feel me? Nah,
Hey, I
but
got you. I got you. I got
nah,
you.
you
But
not
can finish.
nah. A old Mustang motor cheap too, bro.
Hey, listen, listen. This is what I'm saying.
The
When you
Coyote
go
motor,
up,
that Coyote motor in that front body, bro, gonna blow that LS out the fucking gate, bro.
you a
all
lie.
day, all day.
You a you
All
a
day.
lie.
Come on, stop playing,
100%.
No.
bro.
Hey, no,
What you
absolutely
what you
not.
what you gonna what you gonna put on that heavy ass LS motor?
Huh?
What you gonna put on that motherfucker? You gonna turbo it? You gonna supercharge it? What's your
Okay,
ratio gonna be?
okay, okay.
But
So
hold on,
me,
hold
let
on.
me look.
Go ahead,
I was
Welch.
gonna, I was gonna say, well, first of all, I'm a Ford man, but I race both and I build both.
Mhm. Okay.
Let me throw some facts out there. Let me read this pedigree for
Mhm.
y'all. Let me give y'all the real pedigree.
Break it down.
First of
Oh
all,
wait, hold up,
the LS,
time
the
out. No, wait,
LS.
before you begin, you got to are you a Mustang man?
I race both though. I build both.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
So
are you a Mustang man? No.
I'm a Fox body man.
Okay, continue.
Now,
Haha.
now, now, now. First of all, the fastest street vehicles over the last 7 years has been three pickup trucks, and they all have Coyote motors in them. Let's start there. First of all,
I'm
first of
I'm
all,
not knocking,
hold on, Big A,
not
hold on, Big
knocking
A,
that,
hold on, Big A,
not knocking that.
hold on, Big A, hold on, Big A. I'm reading this pedigree for you, Big A. The LS motor comes from a Ford design. And second of all,
Yep.
the LS motor comes from a Ford design. So to say, okay, we're gonna say that for another time. But the LS comes from a Ford design. Number three, if you build the LS is cheaper, of course, we know this. The LS is cheaper, but no LS holds more speed records than the Ford motors, than the 5.0. The 5.0 Coyote motor alone has beat every Chevy motor, every one of them.
Listen,
The 5.0
listen.
alone.
You finish? Are you finished? Or are you done? You done or you finished?
Hold on, it's my
I want to
turn.
hear what you got. I want to hear what you got to say.
Okay. Now we're talking about building motors, right? Now we're talking about the average working American man. If you
5.0,
a Ford,
5.0 all day.
if you a Ford man, like I had a neighbor, and he wanted to get the Coyote motor. He wanted to get the what you call it turnkey what you call it? I got brain for it.
Turnkey package.
Coyote, yeah, turnkey package. He looking at 30K. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
30K. That's
that
not.
depend on everything that's in it.
Yeah, but I'm saying he on that. He want tip top everything. You talking about 30K? Now let's talk about on the average of going to like going getting the LS. You could rebuilding the LS or whatever the case may be. For the average American man, you can go to the junkyard or whatever the case and get a LS for anywhere from $300 to $2,500. You know what I'm saying? And you can rebuild it and have just as much horsepower ready to go at 10 at 10K. You know what I'm saying? So then on top of that, you racing that bad boy. Now you got your Coyote motor. When that bad boy breaking, you gotta dig in that pocket once, twice, three times. You gonna be like, man, you know what? LS don't sound
Nah,
so
nah,
bad.
nah. No, I'm gonna tell you where you wrong at. I'm gonna tell you where you wrong at. And Supreme, watch this. Watch this. This is why we say quality over quantity. Look how many LS motors it is. It's only 150 motor. Ford never changed it. Ford never
I'm
changed it.
not I'm not knocking that.
Hold on, Big A. Hold on, Big A. We talking facts. Quality over quantity. See, Chevy has quantity. Ford has quality. Because again, it's over 12 different LS motors. Why the fuck do you have 12 of the same motors that take the same parts? Come on, bro.
Ain't black
That's not
man.
reliability. You
Man.
have over 12
Hey.
motors that take the same parts, my nigga. The Ford
Man.
Ford 5.0 never changed. 4.54, no,
Hey,
never changed. And it's still, and it, hold on. And it's still the fastest till this day.
and,
Three of
and
the
you can
fast,
So
take
three of the
and
fastest vehicles.
you can take an LS1 and you have your LS1 and you can put all
LS1
up
blocks a week. They week.
how
LS
many
no,
blocks a
how
week.
many LS1 how many LS1s at the junkyard?
A lot.
And
what year
how
what
many
year
Ford motors at the LS brake? The LS brake. The Ford motor
LS
don't
brakes,
break,
bro.
bro. So in order for you to get that
Hey,
cheap ass motor, it gotta break. It might be
you
hey
you
gotta
feel me?
sleeve.
And it ain't
You gotta sleeve the LS motors. You don't have to create
right.
the Fords.
hey I'm
We
sitting
ain't
here
talking about
arguing
what's cheaper. We're not talking about what's cheaper. We talking about what's
We
better.
talking about quality. Quality.
But you
I
steady bringing up
Quality.
what's cheaper. You
I'm
steady
just
bringing up what's cheaper.
no, I'm just saying for and quality, but just check this out
You
though.
you, you
I'm
want Boomer
arguing with
or
two.
you want Connie now?
I am man. Listen, I'm arguing with two Ford men.
I race both,
Look, man,
brother. I'm telling you,
I
I
can't
race
win.
both.
I can't win.
I race both.
Can't win.
Big A. Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
I go on my Facebook page, brother. I have the fastest Chevy Trailblazer on the road in any state, brother. That's a
Okay.
Chevy. I
I'm not.
built it from scratch.
Oh,
So I'm
salute to
telling you,
that, man.
I'm
Salute to that.
biased.
I salute to that. I got you. Salute to that. But let's check this out. How many people in the chat have had an LS or chosen LS over something else? Let's go down. How about that?
Cause it's cheaper. You
Hey,
gonna always win your point, bro, because you're gonna ask what can motherfuckers afford and what's cheaper. We giving you that. We not gonna correct you on that. You have that. You ain't even gotta ask us if we believe you or not, because we do, bro. Next subject is that the Mustang motor, that Ford motor is better than it. And you can't argue that.
Quality,
All you can argue
quality,
is that it's cheaper.
quality,
You can't argue that it's better,
quality,
bro. Now we want you to argue that it's better. Argue that it's better and not cheaper. Don't bring up money, bring up performance, bro. Like the dogs.
I don't.
quality.
Hey, I don't even want to talk about this no more. Elevate, how you doing, man? How you doing over there, man? These boys jumping on me over here, man. I
I love
can't
you,
win.
bro.
hey,
I can't win.
I got a 454 for my S10.
There you
Hey,
go.
ain't nothing wrong. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with those
Ain't nothing
454.
wrong with it, bro. You
yeah.
know how much money
Ain't
I
nothing
put
wrong
into
with.
that slow ass SS Impala I had?
But look though.
Transmission, 460
I'm gonna
LE
run a
transmission. Come
454.
on.
I
Hey,
run a
somebody.
454 before I run an LS.
So
Hey, somebody come help me. Somebody come relieve me. Cause these boys over here tripping, man.
Bruh,
I
my
take a
favorite car.
454 before I run an LS, baby.
Look, bro. My favorite car was that slow ass front wheel drive, 4 speed automatic SS Impala, bro.
Oh man. That's
With the
was it
LS, that
the
shit got an LS3 in it, I think.
You feel me?
man.
And blew that tranny. Was like, fuck it, let me go get that old Cadillac Escalade tranny and put that motherfucker in it. And
Yeah,
woo,
no,
then I tuned
yeah,
it. Then I tuned it and put it on the dyno, and it made 307 on the horsepower.
yeah.
So I
At the
did,
wheel.
yes, at the wheel.
Yeah, man. Nah, I don't like them Impalas, man. I don't
They
like
they
them
hood
Impalas.
You a
cars, bro.
Chevy man. You a Chevy
I
man.
had
I
I
I
had
gotta
five
like
thousand
look.
dollars worth of detail done to it, slam. It
Yeah,
was it was just a hood car for motherfuckers to look at when you drive past.
yeah,
But when I get in that Ford, I'm trying to snatch souls, bro.
so
yeah.
I got an analogy for you, right?
Hmm.
How many guys in the chat has Bolio Tombstone Rebel Jocko dogs?
Oh, I
Damn.
know where you going with this. I know where you
They
going
all
with
they
this.
all got an LS because it's easily
I know where you going
attainable,
with this.
it's affordable to attain it, and they're abundant. So that's why like I mean sometimes in things like that, like forever it was the small block Chevy. You know what I mean? That was the biggest shit until the LS come out.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Elevated. Big A, let me also educate you on something. Thank you, Elevated,
Okay.
because I almost forgot. I almost forgot. So you talking about the LS, brother? Let me tell you something. The
Hmm.
Gen 2, the Gen 2 350. which is the motor that came in '93 to
I
2001
got it.
Camaros and all that.
Vortex.
Oh yeah,
Vortex
no, I got.
350.
Oh,
Listen. Look, let me
no, no,
explain
hold on,
something
listen,
to you.
listen, listen.
Hold on,
The 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 the, the
look, I got a
350.
'96. I just sold my '96 Impala, the LT1. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, that's better. That's better than the LS if you know how to build it.
No,
Because
no,
the L. Hold
but
on.
that's a beast. That is a beast. But no, it is not better than the
But
LS. I'm sorry.
whoa,
I'm
hold on,
sorry.
hold on,
You
hold
got
on, hold
it's
on,
got the
hold on.
Opti Spark. You got to. It's got the no. Absolutely not. You talking to
Man,
it?
you crazy as
I'm
hell.
ink.
You
I'm
crazy as
ink.
hell.
No, man. No. Absolutely not. It is a
Okay, hold
beast.
on,
But
hold on, hold on,
no.
hold on. Watch this, watch this, watch this. A Dickie Foster, you in Maryland, right? So watch this, because I only speak facts. Now,
Hey.
some of hold on, hold on. Some of the fastest Chevy records today, today, is still
With
being
the L,
held by the LT1,
hey,
not the
let me
LS,
explain
the
something to you.
LT1.
Hey, let me explain to you. I'm ink. I'm in pilots and caprices. Like we in every state, every single state, and all we have is B bodies. Everybody
That,
wants an LS. I'm
bro, cause
telling you what I
they
know.
Hell
nice.
no.
They nice, bro. They nice. I
Everybody
get
wants an
you,
LS.
bro.
Hey,
They
cause
nice,
you in
bro.
Chicago. You in
Just tell them.
Chicago.
Just tell
You
them
know
they nice,
how
bro.
ink is. You know how
Yeah.
ink is in
Buy
Chicago.
Chevy.
They
Buy
want
Chevy.
LSs.
We got Bosch Chevys, and then we got them old ass conversion vans on 4
They
Giottos with
want
LS motors in them.
LS. All they
Yeah,
want is
listen,
LS.
but
Supreme,
listen,
listen to me.
yeah, bro.
Supreme, listen to me. You got Golden. I want you to look these people up. You got Golden Engine Builders. You got the other guy up here in Maryland that be at Maryland Raceway. He drive a '96 SS Impala with a built 350 LT1. That man has been spaking all of these LSs, and they've been wondering. They thought he had an LS motor in his Impala, but
Oh my mama.
it's a fucking LT1.
Speak on that
It's a
LT1, Big A.
LT1.
Don't
Look,
It's
nobody
a
want no LT1?
LT1.
Don't nobody want no LT1, Big
right.
A?
Okay, so
I got two of them.
let me
I
explain
got
my
two
bill.
of them.
Let me explain my bill. Okay, so I don't race. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to build a car. You know what I'm saying? So I got Hotchkiss springs, 1.5 loin inch on the Hotchkiss springs, Bill Stein shocks, BMR front and rear sway bar, BMR upper
Okay.
That
and
ain't gonna
lower
make it go
control arm.
fast. That ain't gonna make it.
No,
He, he
listen.
started from the
I ain't
bottom.
even
He
finished.
started from the
You ain't
bottom.
even let me finish.
Let
You know
him
what I'm
he's
saying?
gone. He started from the bottom. Raise up. Great. Let him
I
raise
got,
up. Let him raise
I
up.
got, I could because you can't have all that power, have
Without
power and not have
suspension.
no control. Yeah,
I
everybody
give
mess
you
up. But
yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
so I got BMR upper and lower control arms in the front, extended BMR control arms in the rear, boiler exhaust, 373 gears in the 383 gears in the back. I mean
Are the wheels
373 gear,
are the
373
wheels
gears. Yeah,
are they
you know what I'm
slightly
saying?
are they slightly cambered?
No, they yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah. So and then you know what I'm saying? That's working. That's a suspension, move front end or whatever you call it. I don't race, so I'm not fixing to change my motor. I've seen too many people go through that whole process thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna go LS. I'm gonna do this. It's so simple, and then they mess up, and then next thing you know, the car for sale. I don't need all that. The motor got
Whole lot of
had
LSs for sale, but
yeah, it got 120,000 miles. I don't need to do anything. If anything, I'll rebuild it and put a supercharger on. You know what I'm saying? That's
You gonna
me.
need you gonna you gonna
That's me.
you gonna you gonna you gonna you gonna leave it nice to cruise there, bro. You ain't you feel me? If you
Yeah,
gonna get
I
something to
mean,
race
like
about, get something else.
I'm not racing it. I may play with it from light to light, act a fool sometimes, but other than that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That everybody be like, man, I want 800 horses, 900 horses. Boy, you ain't never drove nothing with 800, 5, 6, 700 horses. You know what I'm saying? Let alone the controller. Most people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah, that's what people
like,
go wrong at when they get them
yeah.
cars.
For me, like you know what I'm saying, 500 is more than enough for me because for what I do. So I slap a supercharger on there and I'm good to go. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We understand that you not backing down, bro, on the LS, and we gonna praise you for
LS
standing your
all
ground.
day. I
We
would
gonna
take the
praise you for
LS.
standing your ground, bro. Listen,
I,
but but you gonna get spanked by that Ford
all
motor
day,
all
all
day
day,
Hey,
with
I got a
all.
all
I got
day
a
long.
question for the
Yeah,
Ford
yeah,
guys.
hey, you better bring that LT1 out and leave that LS in the house.
I got a
man,
question for these
I'm gonna tell you
Mustang
right
guys.
now.
what's up?
What
Go ahead, elevate.
what about them magnetizes them towards crowds?
What?
Say it again.
What
Oh,
about them magnetizes them towards crowds of people? It's like anytime you see one doing a burnout, that's somebody's got a magnet in their pocket, and sucking it to the crowd.
Uh, you talking about when they be hitting motherfuckers?
Yeah, yeah.
They be that trying to do burnouts and
That's that.
them leaving
That's the
the
glue.
motherfucking meat trying to do burnouts like everybody instead of just
Glue
racing
does
that
some
motherfucker
stuff
on a
with
straight
traction
line.
control.
should have redid their suspension and added some weight on their ass, man. They
Some
lied.
of the stuff
Well,
I've
Them
you
seen.
know
Mustangs lighter in the ass.
they
Them
might have took a
Mustangs.
motherfucker out, but listen, they might have took a motherfucker out leaving the race, but I bet they won that race. I bet they won the race though, cause y'all steady bringing up
Oh
everything but performance, bro.
I was just
no,
cracking a joke. I
I'm
love
a.
the Fox body.
Hey,
I'll be real with you
but
though. In
Supreme.
my area, they're almost unattainable.
Yo,
Them some bitches prices are out the roof for a Fox
Wait,
body
he
Mustang.
said, "What's the tire?" Oh, I run the street tires. Skip on my Blazer. It got street tires, but the suspension the suspension probably cost the most out of the whole truck though, because of the type of shit I'm running on it.
hey
But
Welch, you wanna know what I
um,
tried to do?
what?
I tried to find one of them Saab trucks and just
Oh, that's
transplant.
how. Yeah, just the Saab 97. I think it is or some shit. Wait, no, the Saab.
The Saab,
I mean, damn, I can't remember the name of it, but it got the same engine in it, the same engine and trans.
yeah.
It
So
got the
if I
same exact engine and trans.
So
I was gonna
so
grab that.
so you think it's not you won't take account that there's more LSs out there because Chevy sold more than Ford.
No, whoa, whoa, whoa,
We
whoa, whoa,
not
whoa, whoa,
we
no,
not we
no, no,
not
no, 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 no,
arguing.
no, no, no.
We're not gonna argue no more, bro.
They mass produced the LS motor. They mass produced it. That's why it's more LS
Because it
motors.
went in everything. It went in the trucks. It went in the cars. The same motor.
It went. Listen, bro. It went to everything except the world class record.
Man, stop,
Exactly.
man. Yeah, hey, man.
But look,
You
though,
know what? I'm gonna go
Big
buy
A,
one.
Big
I'm
A,
gonna go
listen,
buy one just for you,
listen,
bro. I'm gonna go buy one
Big A.
and
LS,
drop it in a Miata.
and you
I
gonna
want you to
kill the
look at
game.
my YouTube page, Big A. I want you to look at my
Uh-huh.
YouTube page, Big A. This one that I'm talking on, I want you to look. I want you to look at the race videos. I want you to look at the two Fox bodies. I want you to
Mhm,
look at the Chevy Malibu. I'm
mhm.
telling you, Big A, I'm a Ford man, but
Hey,
I build it and race both.
hey,
The Chevy
hey.
350.
Listen, listen. Come to Texas. Bring your butt down to Texas, boy. These
Well, see,
boys got something for you down
that's
here,
where
man.
Texas
You ready?
speed is, though. Texas
That's
speed
the,
is in
oh,
Texas,
but but
and
but
there's
but,
some
but
raceway.
elevated. What Big A don't realize is I be in Texas. The trucks
Okay.
I'm telling Big A about, hold on. The trucks I'm telling you about are in Texas.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
you you
What
telling me
color
come
is
to
your
Texas and
what color is your
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it
Trailblazer?
out, man.
the Blazers burgundy, but
Okay.
the Fox bodies that you want to look for is the white and the blue one, and the Malibu is blue also.
Do any of
Okay.
them got names?
Yeah, one is blue magic.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
so
There's a
said,
video
okay.
of you running that car on 1320, ain't they?
yeah, see, hey, don't elevate. Don't say too much to elevate. Don't say too much. When I come to Texas and show Big A who he talking to,
Uh-huh.
he gonna see.
You
Because I'm
gonna
telling
sit
you,
me.
Man,
Big A,
Hey,
I'm trying to tell you.
you gonna sit me down and give me a good talking to, huh? I
No,
got you,
nah,
no,
bro.
nah.
no.
This
We gonna come to the
Welch,
cookout after the race.
Welch. This
Okay.
what we gonna do. This what we gonna do. After I
Uh,
built this Fox body, I'm gonna put him on. I'm gonna put him in that passenger and tell him to put the seatbelt on.
oh, that no,
I'm
man,
trying.
that's it, man. It ain't nothing. It ain't
I
nothing.
mean, I'm trying to tell him because the Chevy LT1, if you look at the specs out the factory, it still has more torque than the LS motor.
Oh
So
yeah,
when you
it's
know
got
how to
torque.
when you know how to build when you know how to build these motors, because again, the LS lacks lungs, and that's what the 5.0 Coyote does not lack. No
But
motor,
that's
no
but
motor.
look,
Hold on.
but that's my Ford.
No race
That's
motor
my Ford.
can pull. No race motor can pull more air in than the
That's
5.0
what I'm trying
Coyote.
to say. That's what I'm about to say. Look, when it comes to horsepower, it's Dodge. It's Dodge all day. When it comes to breathing, it is Ford all day. There's nobody that has better airflow flow than Ford, and exhaust than Ford. You know what I'm saying? That's hands down. But horsepower goes to Dodge, and then the where you break in the middle is Chevy. Chevy beat
Thank you,
Chevy.
You
thank you. That's all.
you heard of
Thank you.
catfish? You have you heard of crawfish and El Gringo? Big A.
Yep. Yep. Hey,
What's up?
They're my
what
boys.
about
They're my boys.
what
They're
about
my
Snot
boys.
Rocket?
You talking about catfish
I know all of
out of
them.
Houston?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
one in
partner.
Houston, one in Dallas.
With the Nova, with the Nova.
Eh, when next time you talk to him, ask him
That's my
about El
partner.
Gringo 2.0. Next
Yeah,
time you talk
El
to him,
he got the Nova. Yeah,
El
ask him
Gringo
about El
is the
Gringo 2.0.
it's the all-wheel
yeah.
drive F-150 with the Coyote and the twin turbo, right?
Hey, elevator, you better tell
Yeah.
him.
And
Shit.
on that Cletus
Shit.
McFarland, he did that all-wheel drive
Bring that
versus
Nova
rear-wheel
out
drive
there if you
shit.
want
That
to.
was cool.
Bring
Yeah.
that Nova out there if you want to. You gonna go home crying.
Nah, Big A. I give you this. I give you this one, Big A.
Y'all just
You do it
jumping on
right,
me today, man, huh?
and you listen. Now hold on. You do it right, and you got a nice car, bro, and you do that shit right, bro. Ain't nobody gonna hate on that LS, bro. Especially if you out there spanking it. You see what I'm
That's
Oh
what
saying?
I said.
man,
I don't hate LS. I built one. I got one in my truck. But I'm
Right. So
well,
you know
I
you
speak
now
on
you know
facts
that
though.
we fuck with him. I told you my favorite car was the slow ass LS3. But
But that but
I
that
just
that
ain't
don't
start.
gonna
count, huh?
It's like being Kindle blind. You feel me? I had to learn to open up my
Nah,
yeah.
eyes.
nah. No, I respect the game. Like I understand, you know what I'm saying. When it came, like I know about the record set by Ford and all that in '69 through '67 through '69. You know what I'm saying. I know Ford paved the way. I know
You
Ford was the one who gave Ferrari a run for their money. You know what I'm saying? Like I know all this stuff. I'm not knocking Ford.
you
Like
know what?
if it's one Ford car that I'm telling you that I highly respect, it's the Super Snake. If the Super Snake pull up next to me, I shut up. I ain't saying nothing. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
you know
Well,
what I would drop the LS motor in? Swear to God.
What's up?
A Honda 2K. Give a Honda 2000, I'll drop the LS motor in that Honda 2000.
he said 102K. Hey, but look though, Supreme. You know where else Ford hold the record at? Riley
Shit.
Racing. Riley Racing.
Damn.
Overseas and in the US.
That's where they won it first was in Europe.
So
What?
Mm.
I mean, again. Just like with I got my favorite dogs, but I also talk good about other dogs. I'm not the type to show favoritism. I talk about stats, and Chevy does not hold the stats that Ford has. It's public information.
It's like they had to tap into the buyer's market and ask them what they want. And then the buyer's market had to do the
Yep.
work for Ford. I mean for Chevy. But then it's like Ford was like, we already know what y'all want. We're gonna give y'all something that they was giving them shit that was faster than what they was putting on the sheets.
Remember, Chevy put the Ford inside of their vehicle first,
Uh,
not the other way around. Chevy did it first. You
I
know,
seen the dude
Chevy
on
was hanging paper. Chevy was hanging papers for a minute. A lot of Chevy people don't know that they got hung papers.
I'll tell y'all what I'm mad about. So in America, we get shit on engines too, like the Barra. Hell, we don't even get that.
Yep.
It don't even come in
Yeah.
nothing,
Yep.
and that's a bad
Hey,
motor, dude.
hey, man, the stuff that they be dropping down in Australia, man.
Yep,
Woo!
Order the motor.
yep.
Same motor,
But
different
that
specs.
tells you it's elevated. That goes back to what we were saying about the working Staffordshire Terriers that's still overseas. In
Yep.
America, only really got the American Pit Bull Terriers.
It's funny how all
I
these
mean,
analogies can go back to dogs
I swear to
yeah,
God, bro.
every time.
I mean,
Pretty wild.
yeah, it goes straight. Skip Bell, and even for Maryland Raceway, the fastest Dodge trucks. My cousin and them, they the ones who hold the record for that. What they call them, the Tank Boys. All of them got the Dodge trucks.
They got the
The fastest
SRT10.
ones down there. Yeah, custom built by us,
Oh, that's
bro.
a bad truck, bro.
Yeah,
Those
That's
guys
a
run.
that's
Those
badass
guys run a
truck, bro.
Cummins too, don't they?
matter of
A
fact.
Cummins drag truck.
I'll shoot you a link. Yeah, I'll shoot you one of the links from some of the races where some of the Corvettes and the Chargers was trying to race them on the highway and shit.
Okay. Yeah, man. Coming up on that hour mark, man.
That's another thing you won't see in my area is highway racing. We ain't got no straight highway to race on.
Yeah.
He said, so where you
It's
at?
all track racing here, but no prep track.
No prep. I love that no prep.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Get in and go.
Yeah, man. Y'all want to make y'all rounds, man?
Yeah. You can go Supreme.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside too, baby.
That's your new slogan.
On my mama, stop playing with me.
Yeah.
Catch me outside,
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Yeah. Got Unc 607 and Catch Me Outside. Yeah, but you know what it is. It's your boy Big A. We got Men at Work coming up next. You know what it is, man. We getting these
Yes,
digital
sir.
dog shows in and out the way. Friday coming up, dog of the week. If you ain't a member, man, why not? You need to be part of this movement, man. We trying to get the news from us to you, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This your big homie CC. I see y'all on the next one, man.
Yes, sir.
Elevated Kennels, catch us at Men at Work.
Yeah, we out.
Oh yeah, men at work next. I bet.
Yeah.